are ready to release Sowore, says DSS. The Department of State Services (DSS) says it is ready to release Omoyele Sowore, convener of Revolution Now movement. Sowore was arrested in Lagos on August 3rd and subsequently flown to Abuja, where he has been detained. Within Nigeria, records that Sowore was last month granted bail by the Federal High Court in his ongoing trial for alleged treason and alleged plot to overthrow the present government. He, however, met the stringent bail conditions ordered by the court on November 6th, but the SSS has declined to release him. His continued detention had prompted a nationwide outrage. Protesters had gathered at the DSS headquarters on Tuesday to register their displeasure over his continued detention, but were dispersed by officers of DSS. During the protest, some security agents clashed with Sowore's supporters. Pictures showing the security operatives pointing guns at the protesters went viral on social media. Meanwhile, reacting in a statement on Wednesday, Peter Afunaya, spokesman of the DSS, said operatives of the agency did not open fire on protesters but prevented them from forcefully breaking into the agency to release Sowore. The DSS wishes to state that its operatives did not open fire on alleged protesters who had stormed its facility on 12 November 2019, he said. As a normal global security practice, the operatives stood in defense of their facility when some group of persons made unruly attempts to forcefully break into the place and effect the release of Sowore. Despite serious and unwarranted provocations, the service, as a professional and responsible organization, did not shoot at the so-called protesters. It could not have done so. For emphasis, the service reiterates its avowed readiness to release Sowore once the processes are concluded. Afunaya said those who have offered to take delivery of Sowore are not qualified to do so. He said while some people were politicizing the detention of the activist, others are using it as an avenue to launch smear campaign against the agency. While all those that have so far shown up are not directly concerned with the matter and therefore unqualified, many others have either chosen to grandstand or politicize it to achieve hidden interest, he said. In the last few days, the service has continued to witness deliberate campaigns of calumny, threats, and aspersions against it. It will not, for any reason, join issues with its mudslingers. The media is called upon to be neutral and remain champions of the truth. It is only appropriate that those who stood shorty for Sowore present themselves and have him released to them. It is even more disappointing that Femi Falana, who is a senior lawyer, would wrongly guide his clients and supporters. He is rather playing to the gallery and mobilizing miscreants to subvert the service and other state authorities. He has excellent relationship with the DGSS, but in the circumstance, he has refused to reach out to him over the case like he had on previously related ones. For the avoidance of doubt, the service restates its commitment to the rule of law and particularly respect to the court. It therefore calls for calm but states that it will not be intimidated or harassed into hastily actions. Can you imagine the way these guys, they carefully arranged the whole thing? First and foremost, it was miscreants that came that they wanted to forcefully take Sowore from their facility. So as a responsible agency, they needed to protect their facility, as it is the best practice, global best practice. It is mandatory for them to, just like the way you said, to protect their facilities because they were trying to forcefully get Omoyele Sowore. The people that we saw that sat down, they were sitting down. Even the day, we remember the day these same people went to submit this petition against Tinubu. The same thing, they submitted and they were not even closer to the EFCC office. And the police just came and started harassing them. So the same thing that happened at the DSS office. These guys were sitting down. So you want to tell us that this guy, they don't know what you guys are up to. They want to go and force themselves to bring Sowore from your facility. Is that really possible? And they are saying that the people who have been coming, they are not eligible to get Sowore, that the people that stood shorty for him, that they were the one that was supposed to come and pick him. Does it mean Falano has not learned to work, or he has not known the facts to that extent that he wouldn't want to 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 go through the right channel? In as much, the most difficult thing in the whole of this thing is meeting with the bail condition. If the bail condition has been met, then what is there? The people that stood as shorty, I don't know whether the judge asked them to show for themselves when they granted him bail. The people that stood as shorty, the court requested to see those people. Now that this what is it called, the DSS now wants to see the people. Maybe they want to see the people in persons, that they need to show themselves before they will now release a Sowore to them. I don't know whether if it's how that is how it works. Definitely with this statement, I'm sure Falano is going to respond to them. I don't know when it has become uh it has gotten to that level, because if really that if that is how it plays out, Falano ought to have known. He ought to have known, because just for people to get there, because for the judge to have accepted those people who came for the bail conditions, he must have seen all of those things, or she must have seen the whole thing before releasing and saying he has granted him bail. So it is now the DSS that telling us that the people who stood at Shorty must come and take him from them. So what about the lawyer? So the lawyer does not have the right to go and pick a Sowore from them, or to receive Sowore from them. This is really they are twisting this whole thing, and there's a place, or there's a way, and they are going somewhere. They are playing out something so that they will twist the whole thing. They are looking for a way to twist the whole thing. That is just my own opinion. The way I've understood what they are trying to do. You are saying the people that stood at Shorty should come to your office and take Sowore. Was that what was stated in the order, the court order? This is really we will be hearing different things every day in Nigeria, things that you have never heard before. Those are the things you are going to be hearing. It's really, really serious and pathetic. And also, they are so confident that they abide with the rule of law. They obey court order. That is what they are telling us. Hmm. This is this is a case of the more you look, the less you see. You are seeing black, they are telling you it is white. Koro like this, they are twisting the whole thing. They are twisting the whole thing. You can imagine. And they are even bragging that they obey court order. They obey court order. And they are saying that people were trying to force Omoyele Sowore. They want to force themselves into the facility. Since over the weekend, these guys have been going there. These protesters, they've been going there. They've been granting interviews. We've heard from them. They are just trying to do thing. These people are just embarrassing the whole country. They are just embarrassing themselves the more. They are embarrassing themselves the more. A lot of people are hearing all of this, and they will be asking people, "Oh, why is it that your government is just bent on disobeying court order?" They are just, and the kind of excuses they are giving, it further embarrasses them. They don't care. Anything goes in Nigeria. The abnormal things have become something that people are just comfortable with. So they can choose to twist things. They can choose to model up things to satisfy themselves, because most of them, they don't have shame. They don't really have shame. They are telling us that Falana does not know all of these things. He doesn't know, and is now, what will he gain? He has already done the job to the logical conclusion. He has finished his job. So for him to go and get Omoyele Sowore is not going to be a big deal for him. That they are telling us that Falana ought to have known that Falana is misleading his clients and the supporters. Can you imagine what these guys are really up to? Falana is misleading everybody. What about the first court order that was given? The same thing, they were giving a lot of excuses, some sort of excuses that, oh, this and that, they didn't get information, they didn't get the court order until these guys fulfill all righteousness to just go and give it to them. Yes, they can't even release this guy. They are telling us that the people who have been coming for Sowore, they are not eligible. That is what they are telling us, that they are not eligible. They really want to see the people that stood as shorty for him. That means they are looking for something. So guys, let's hear from you what you think about this new development from the DSS. Leave your comments below. Thank you very much. Bye.